It is a Friday, Sal Pal Friday, here on the Sports Bash on 97.3 ESPN. Every Eagles game day this season starts at Dunkin'. DD Perks members score a $1 medium hot or iced coffee on Eagle game days. So head to Dunkin' for your kick before kickoff. And we bring in Sal Paolantonio, who will be a part of the ESPN radio broadcast. Adam Amin will join us tonight at 5 o'clock to give us some more insight on the game. But right now, he'll be on the sideline. He was in the booth last week, and I saw he just got a shiny new contract extension with the worldwide leader, but he's still kind enough to join us here on the Boardwalk Honda hotline. Congrats, Sal. Welcome back.
Hey, Mike. I'm still fooling them, babe.
Yeah. So how'd you enjoy the booth? I got a chance to listen to a little Giants-Jets. I heard a little call from you on Sunday.
I really enjoyed it. I think, first of all, the professionals in the booth are tremendous. They do a great job of supporting you. Mark Kessinger is an unbelievable play-by-play guy, and I really enjoy working with Adam Amin. Adam Amin has some kind of computer chip, I think, installed in his brain, or maybe he was born with it, because the dude is flat out brilliant and just knows everything, and he is amazing.
Yeah, man. He'll join us tonight at 5. He's a good time. He's got great insight, and I know you do as well. But first, I want to get your take on what we saw last night in that Thursday night game. Some suspensions and fines have been levied, but in all your years in covering, have you seen anything like that?
Mike, he could have killed the young man. Terrible.
Flat out.
Just terrible. It's just terrible. And I'd like to commend the league vice president of operations, Troy Vincent, and his chief enforcer, John Runyon, for doing the right thing right away and handing down this suspension. But the bottom line for me, Mike, is it's only step one. This is a teachable moment. This is beyond a teachable moment. And for the Cleveland Browns, in my view, what has to happen is Jimmy Haslam, the owner, John Dorsey, the GM, have to bring Freddie Kitchens, the head coach, up to the office and say, okay, what happened? Then give him an ultimatum, give him instructions on how to fix the team. Step two is that Kitchens and Dorsey have to lead a team meeting. And they have to go through all the film of what happened in that last play and just find out what happened and make sure it never happens again. Then the team needs to have a team meeting without just the players and go through what happened and say, this is not how we want to represent the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland organization, the football team, wearing the uniform, city of Cleveland. And then the last two steps is, the NFL's got to meet with Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns and say, you have to prove to us that Myles Garrett deserved to come back on the football field at some point in 2020, maybe. And prove to us that you belong back in the NFL. So, this is a good first step, an indefinite suspension, but there are a lot of other things that have to come down.
Well put, Sal, and I know we'll turn our attention over to Philly because obviously they got a big one with the Patriots, but they're going to be apparently a little shorthanded at certain spots here potentially. In the backfield, Darren Sproles out for the year. It looks like Howard could be in jeopardy, and we know at wide receiver it looks like Alshon Jeffrey could be in jeopardy of playing. So it might be a less than full deck for the Birds on Sunday.
And that would be really unfortunate for Carson Wentz. I just listened to the Doug Peterson press conference, and he was not too optimistic about Jordan Howard. He said he's only been doing individual stuff and, quote, has not been cleared for contact. It's 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. That's not good, Mike Gill.
Yeah.
Not good. It's not. And Nigel Bradham not available, perhaps. Nigel Bradham's a big part of what they do. So, and the line keeps going up. I know it started like 2.5. Now I want to say it's like 3.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you see, Sal, the compensation here? If Alshon can't play, Jordan Howard can't play, does this become a let's throw Miles Sanders in the deep end of the pool and give him as much work as we can? Or did they have to figure out a way to balance it with the other receivers, Nelson and Jordan Matthews, which is hard to believe, but is that the tactic?
Well, they could do without Alshon Jeffrey, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how they win the game without Jordan Howard.
Mm.
I think if you put that much on Carson Wentz's plate with a rookie back and not his main wide receiver, Alshon Jeffrey leads the team in third down targets, not Zach Ertz.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Zach Ertz leads the team in third down catches.
Mm-hmm.
But Carson looks Alshon's way on third down. You know, Carson's been a machine on third down. The Eagles are third in the league in third down conversions. He's been a machine. He has 11 rushes on third down that have resulted in first downs. That's second only to Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
So Carson Wentz has been very, very good on third down. You take Alshon Jeffrey away and Jordan Howard, you put more on his plate. And the one thing the team cannot do in this game is turn the ball over.
So, why do you think that Jay Ajayi, who's been healthy for a while and has been made a few visits, hadn't signed with anybody else? I mean, we know about his injury history, but he's healthy right now. Did you get anything on why it's taken him so long to find a team?
I don't have an answer on that. I can only assume that he just has lost a step from the knee injury and is not all the way back enough to bring him on a roster. And Peterson said, you know, they had not worked them out in the morning. So he met with the press about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
They had not worked him out in the morning. He said he had breakfast. He said the doctors were going to check him out first, and then they were going to work him out. He did say, however, Peterson, that if Ajayi was healthy and they signed him, that they could play him on Sunday.
Yeah, that was a question that our John McMullen actually asked him. He said, if he's ready, would you be comfortable playing him? He says, yeah, I think so. So if they sign him and have to use him, then expect him to get some carries. I want to ask you, do you have any
Oh, no question, Mike. Johnny Mack on the scene. I love it.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you, do you have a reason in your mind, or have you heard any reason why J.J. Arcega-Whiteside can't get on the field? And is he getting, like, a lot of times after a bye week, you know, they'll sell scout and you'll see a guy get a shot. Is that possible for him, or is there a reason why they're not having him out there?
I'm going to be super truthful with you. I watch a lot of film, but I haven't really watched a lot of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside because he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, not on the field. Hard to get him on film.
I haven't really studied it. When he's on the field, I don't focus on him unless he's open and makes a catch, which is like Haley's Comet.
Real quick, before we move on, last time anyway, we saw the Patriots. They got run on pretty good. Now that's Lamar Jackson, and they got a good, offensive game plan down there. Can the Eagles run the ball and control clock? Is that their path to victory?
Mike Gill, I'm going to give you dirty little secret number 1 on the Patriots and then dirty little secret number 2, which probably isn't much of a secret. Dirty little secret number 1 on the Patriots is you can run on this so-called vaunted defense. Ravens rush for 210. Browns rush for $159. Redskins, who don't even have an offensive line that you could name, rush for 145. The Eagles are averaging 30 rushing attempts, 6th most in the NFL. They rushed for 380 in back-to-back wins over the Bills and Bears, right?
Yep.
Running the ball 76 times in those 2 games. But Jordan Howard was playing. So I don't know without Jordan Howard how that's going to work out. Dirty little secret number 2, the Patriots are averaging 3.3 yards per rush on offense. That's 3rd from the bottom in the NFL. That's 30th in the NFL. And as a result, they are relying too much on Brady. So how do they win this game without Jordan Howard? Let's assume Howard doesn't play. How do they win this game? 1, absolutely, positively, do not turn the ball over. Catch the football when it comes to you. I know that's fundamental. Got to happen. Number 2, shut down the Pats' run. Attack Brady with absolute vigor and crazy ferocity. Just go after him. blitz. I know Schwartz doesn't like the blitz. Find ways to get to him. I just posted on Instagram, literally 10 minutes before I came on the Mike Gill program. Sal Pal ESPN and Instagram. Shameless plug. Sorry about that. I just posted on Instagram Brandon Graham's strip sack of Tom Brady to win Super Bowl 52. Go back and look at it. It's a 4-man rush. Fletcher Cox gets double teamed. Brandon Graham is lined up as a tackle. And that's how they get to Brady. You got to get to his face right up the middle. You got to attack him, stop the run, and attack him. Keep that to less than 3 touchdowns. If you can win the game, you might be able to win it 23-20.
23-20 if you get the W. Sal Pal Fridays here. Eagles pregame starts at Dunkin'. DD Perk members score a $1 Dunkin' medium hot or iced coffee on Eagle game days. Head to Dunkin' for your kick before kickoff. And I know Sal will be on the ESPN Radio national call along with Adam Amin and Jack Del Rio. But more importantly, the crew down at the link are going to be happy to see you back in town with the DD Perks.
I stop, as you know, the Dunkin' Donuts, Cinnamon, Route 130, 2 boxes of donuts, and bring them down to the security guard so I can park in my favorite lot.
Well, the Eagles back home, they have a 3-game homestand next week against Seattle, so they will be greeted yet again from the Dunkin' from Sal Paolantonio, as we were here on Sal Pal Friday. Thank you, man.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Sal Paolantonio, like all guests, appeared via the Boardwalk Honda hotline.